We're going to smash those rock records. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to be blowing up rock and roll records. That's right. That's right. We just got orders. Hey, look at all these telegrams that just came in. You're not going to believe it. Look who we got telegrams from. Mr. Paul Anka saying, hey, I'd have a baby with you anytime. He loves you, Robin. Wait a second. It's addressed to me. Oh. Hey, it's crazy, huh? Net fun at show. I haven't had this much fun since Mickey Mouse Party went off the air. Look at that. Hey, it's great. Isn't it? Big Dipper getting all kinds of telegrams. Let's open this one up. Here, open up the envelope. Who's this from? Our boss. You don't sound happy enough. How much happier can I sound? Tell you the truth. You don't think I sound happy enough?
I think you're really happy.
Who's this from? Oh, look who this from. From the entire band, ACDC. We're going to break your pencil. Wait a second. Hey, hold on there, ACDC, you wild, crazy guys. You know you love me.
We got something for you.
Yeah, we're going to be blowing up ACDC records in just a few minutes. Hey, Big Dipper having fun this morning. Tell your mom and dad to get close to the radio, because this is a fun, happy radio station.
Have you ever heard a happier sound? WWDC, it's in the air, all about the sound. WWDC, come along, sing a song, no fine little work for you, and wafting on it to sing today. Listen to Shirley, WWDC.
Oh, we'll break your face. Absolutely, huh? That's fantastic. Big Dipper. Having a good time with you this morning. Hey, I'm having fun. Big Dipper loves some of the music we'll be playing next hour. Hey, guess what we're going to be hearing from?
What are we going to be hearing?
You ain't gonna believe it, honey.
Well, tell me.
Well, you got your choice here. Some of those fabulous Bee Gees again, Too Much Heaven.
Oh.
And we got Chic with Good Times, Michael Johnson, Bluer Than Blue.
Wow.
More Bee Gees, lots of Bee Gees. We'll be doing a Bee Gees reefer.
Get your hustle line ready.
Absolutely. Big Dipper loves the muscle line. Look at this. Belle and James living it up on a Friday night. Big Dipper loves it.
We've got all the hits.
Neil Diamond, Bread, and the Brothers Johnson, some of my favorite guys.
The bread people.
Oh, yeah. Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. Oh, that's a special favorite. I think we're going to do that one next.
You gotta know when to hold them.
And we
when
will
to hold them.
And we will have that Dinah Summer request coming at you on the radio. We're going to be playing that. This is great. We're having fun. Okay, Big Dipper loves you, and that's why he's going to play a request this morning. That's right. Okay, I'm going to get that Kenny Rogers record slapped on right here. Hey, Big Dipper loves you. That's why he plays Kenny Rogers for you. We get that on the turntable here, and that's going to come up in just a few minutes. Big Dipper having a great time. DC 101 concert line. You ought to call that number and find out who's going to be in the area. Kenny Rogers going to be here real soon.
And go.
Oh, yeah. You would have known that if you listened to 432-0300.
That's right. Call the concert line and you'll know what's going on in town. Don't be like me.
Hey, give me that ACDC record. Let's blow that up. Big Dipper wants that blown up now. Give me that. Give me those big balls. Come on. That has no right to be on the radio. Song named Big Balls?
No. Does not go over.
Don't like it. And give me the special Mr. Button to blow up that record. Go ahead. Come on. You want to blow this up or you want me to?
Let me.
Okay. Here we go. We get all the turntable here, honey.
Okay.
Sweet cake.
Sweet cake, that's right.
Here's that big ball. Oh, you can't hear this kind of thing on the radio, not
right.
WWDC.
All right, I'm going to hit the button now.
You going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
Do it!
There we go.
Suck it, sucker, go. Okay, that's wild. Hey, beautiful job there, Sweet Cakes. Whoa, that was fun. Hey, what other fun do you have for us? What's going on in that crazy, wild, wacky world of ours?
Well, Big, I want to take a moment to get serious here. I want to talk to older people.
Good. That's what we want to do this morning.
That's right.
Talk to the older folks out there,
right.
your moms and dads.
We here at WWDC understand you, and we're not going to make you sick anymore.
Absolutely.
In fact, if you're a young person and you thought your grandmother was joking when she said you make her sick, think again. Ewald Busey, a psychiatrist at Duke University, says many elderly people become hypochondriacs because of problems with their families.
That's right.
That's right. They get sick to avoid the nagging of their children and grandchildren. About 1/3 of them lose their symptoms when they move away from their kids. So when Grands tells you, you make me sick, just get out of her face, all right?
Hey, that was a nice story.
That's right. That's what you have to
That was
do.
a very nice story, I knew.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
The priorities of local government are changing, according to PG County Executive Lawrence Hogan. So he wants to cut county funds for education.
Good.
He wants to spend that money on police, firefighters, and corrections services.
Absolutely. We need more police. Hey, love that.
That's right. He wants to raise property taxes, too, and he'll shuttle that money to public safety as well.
And we have to trust our public officials and make sure they know what they're doing.
That's right.
Make sure you know what you're doing.
When you go to the polls.
You better go to the polls, that's right. Not the polling, go to the polls.
The nasty thunderstorms last night knocked out power in some parts of Maryland, Virginia, and the district yesterday. But the skies are clear now, and the power has been restored.
Hey, that's a great story. Isn't that right? Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. That's great. I'm glad they got the power back on. That's great.
President
People must have been unhappy.
Yeah. President Reagan took a step toward a reduction in nuclear arms last night in his news conference. Mr. Reagan called for negotiations with the Soviet Union to reduce nuclear arms. However, Mr. Reagan says before we get specific, we have to make more nuclear arms ourselves to close
Right.
the window of vulnerability.
And Big Gipper agrees.
That's right. You don't want that window open.
Absolutely.
Got
And more
more
nuclear weapons to get rid of nuclear weapons. I love that man's thinking.
That's right. He's a brilliant man.
Reagan in 84. And Big Gipper will be heading up all those big rallies in Washington to make sure our president is well protected.
All right. Meanwhile, Soviet sources in Moscow say Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev has been admitted to the hospital.
Good. Who needs them? Oh, communists.
Well, the Soviet Foreign Ministry refuses to confirm or deny these reports, so we're not sure.
Nobody knows the trouble I seen, holy Ned.
Government is running smoothly today because the Senate voted to approve a stopgap spending bill to cover the expenses of 7 federal departments for which specific appropriations bills are still pending. And President Reagan signed that bill into law shortly before the midnight deadline.
Good job, Mr. President.
That's right, he's always in there. And if you forgot to renew your license tags for this year, local authorities suggest that you walk or take the bus until you get them, or you could face a stiff fine.
No, we don't want that happening to anybody in the WWDC family.
That's right. It's going to be mostly sunny and breezy today. Beautiful weather outside. A high of about 70, and right now it's 52 degrees at 7:28. I'm Robin Quivers on DC 101.
Absolutely. Do it to me, Kenny. Come on. Do it to the Gipper. Go ahead, honey. Lay it on us.
Oh, the Bible. Bring your Stephanie at the table.
Hey, you. Meanwhile, on the blanket. Look who just stopped in. Mr. Kenny Rogers to kick off the new sound of the new WWDC. How are you, Kenny?
Thank you.
Kenny Rogers, I am honored that you would stop by here in town and just sort of say hi to us this morning. I love your song, The Gambler, all your song.
Thank you.
You know something, Kenny?
Thank you.
That's all we ever say is thank you.
Thank you.
I love your new record.
Thank you.
I made love to your wife last night.
Thank you.
I chopped up your children and put them in a plastic baggie.
Oh, thank you.
Come on. Kenny, you're such a guard. You're such a wild kind of nut. Kenny, I understand that you've written a new song for, for us here at WWDC, since we changed format. Is that right?
Yeah, thank you.
And Big Gipper thanks you. I think it's kind of special the way you've done that.
Thank you.
What a man. Why don't you lay that song out for the Big Gipper and all my friends out there?
Thank you.
Wait a second there. Wait, Kenny, hold it, Kenny. That sounds just like the other song they just played. Big Gipper wants a new song for WWDC. You don't have any other? Why don't you try a different song? How you like that, ladies and gentlemen? A new song from Mr. Kenny Rogers right here from WWDC. Nick Albarn, you're for that this morning. Hey, he's the best. He's the greatest. Mr. Kenny Rogers.
With the holiday, the cats go down and down. The Galvin view down where you take is saying 12:16.
If I can get serious here for a moment, I wish to acknowledge the very, very sophisticated talents of a man named Mr. Barry Manilow. He is certainly a credit to the white race. He's a credit to the black race as well. I think that all races have accepted Barry Manilow's music as their own. Thank you. Big Gipper here at 35 past 7 o'clock. Let's be serious. Baby, I'll love y'all on each and every one of y'all. That's right. That's where we play the good music at the new WWDC. 38 past 7 o'clock. How are you? Big Gipper here. Guess who just stopped into, welcome us to the brand new WWDC. And he's the best. Mr. Barry Manilow. Absolutely, you're the best. Oh boy, I see your stage show in Vegas several times, Barry. Fantastic. Love your orange hair. How do you get it that color, Barry?
What? My Andrew?
Your foot and Bruce? You Bruce the hairdresser?
Yes, he is. Very nice. As a matter of fact.
Hey, I am so glad that you, Mr. Barry Manilow, dropped by the studios of WWDC. We have, of course, changed formats this morning. If you've just tuned in, the station has changed format, quite frankly. That's about all I've got to say about it. And Big Gipper, Howard's third year, is going right along with the change.
Yes, it's so nice. Not I wouldn't even stop this WWDC, but I heard you play this song, and I was just so moved because the song has a special meaning.
Barry, why are you touching my leg? Big Gipper doesn't like that. Big Gipper's all-American guy.
Well, I thought this was the station that's going to do it all for me now.
Hey, you know, Barry, I love your music. Barry, you are a super talent, and I want to thank you for being such a super kind of guy and coming by the radio station saying hi to the Big Gipper and all our friends this morning. How about taking a few phone calls?
Well, I could possibly do that. You know, you could do nice wonders if you could, take a French wave and, put it in your hair.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that there. Big Gipper's been thinking about a new hairdo.
You could probably frost your mustache.
I absolutely probably could do that there, Barry. Not a bad idea.
A little dab of Chanel No. 5 behind the ear.
Absolutely, Barry. Yeah, seen your space show. I love you in Vegas. You're fantastic. 20 minutes in front of 8 o'clock. Big Gipper here. Let's take a few phone calls. Hi, how are you, Big Gipper, with the new sound of WWDC? How are you?
I'm fine, but why? What's wrong with you?
Excuse me, honey?
What's wrong with you?
Well,
I'm weird.
I'm acting weird?
Yes.
Hey, how old are you, little darling? 14 years old. Well, you know something? It's about time you grew up and started listening to some sophisticated sounds. You know what we got here this morning? Mr. Barry Manilow.
Well,
Yeah, would you like to say hi?
queer.
What do you mean queer, darling?
Hey, this is a real man, darling.
You're not even old enough to have a sexual identity yet.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Manilow. This girl has obviously insulted you. Hi, how are ya, Big Gipper?
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
I get
I'm okay. How do the other sounds of WWDC?
you're doing a great job.
Hey, thank you so much. You know, a lot of people have called up. Some of those old-timers who used to listen to the station all the time and used to get into that AC/DC and all that other stuff, calling up and saying some insulting words to Big Gipper here. But I'm glad to see that you're a open-minded person.
Yeah, I like that disco especially.
You like the disco music? Well, hey, I've got some good news for you then, pal.
I had a disco record too.
Did you have a disco record? What was it? Why don't you sing that for us?
The Copa. You even have the record here.
Copacabana.
Yeah.
Hey, it was great. I love that one. Big Dipper was a big fan of that one. At the Copa.
Yes, I used to watch I Love Lucy and like my Chanel 90.
Copacabana. It's the only way to go. You don't know it. Big Dipper loves that song. Hey, you want to say hi to Mr. Barry Manilow? Want to say hi to Mr. Barry Manilow?
Yeah, cool. He's starstruck. He's so shy. He's starstruck. I can tell. Good morning. Hello. How you doing? Oh, fine. How are you? How old are you? How are you? Are you single? Are you available?
Oh, no. Hey, Mr. Manilow is going to be singing, Could It Be Magic? No. Hey, I want to ask you what inspired you to write that song, and Big Dipper will be talking with Mr. Barry Manilow all morning long, Mr. Kenny Rogers. So many stars, so many exciting things happening on the new WWDC. I can't stand the excitement. Thanks for calling such a nice telephone call this morning. You probably say, no, I don't know. I probably realize. Absolutely. It's going to be nice today. 7:42 is the time. Temperature today is going to be very warm. Got one of those beautiful days I just love so much. Absolutely. Hey, it's fun this morning, isn't it, Mr. Barry Manilow, just hanging out here in the studio. He's a wild kind of guy, and I'm a wild kind of guy. I'm the Big Dipper. Hey, coming up next in a few minutes is a message from our boss. He's going to tell you why he changed the format of the radio station, so you want to stay tuned for that. I'm sure you're all curious. I'm sure you're all going to want to write him a letter and thank him for this great change in format. Okay, 7:44 now, DC 101, the new DC 101, WWDC. Hey, let's go over again to Mr. Barry Manilow.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear myself. Can I plug in, please?
Hey, watch what you're doing there.
Yeah, I just want to plug. Yes, that.
Oh, there, you're plugging your headphones. Absolutely. Okay, Mr. Barry Manilow, I'm going to play another one of your great songs. Mr. Barry Manilow Super, right here at WWDC.
I was a big fan of I Love Lucy. Like I say, I was watching it. I was like wringing out my fishnets in the sink.
And you wrote this song.
And I wrote this song when I was on.
No more need to be said.
I saw
Copacabana. You think that Barry Manilow. I love him. I love this record. He's the best. He's my friend. I like to get down with both. Barry, let's sing song. Barry, Big Dipper's your friend. You can rhyme to this record, can't you? Hey, it's great fun. Let's dance, Barry. Come on. That's it. Put on your cha-cha heels. Whoop, don't trip now. Okay, there you go. At the Copa. At the Copa Boy Grandma. Don't you love it? Oh, he is a super performer, absolutely. Mr. Copacabana himself, Barry Manilow here in WWDC, the new sound, the new happening sound on your FM and AM dial. How are you, Miss Quivers?
That's sweet cake.
Sweet cakes, Miss Quivers.
And I'm so happy to see Barry in the studio.
Yeah, Barry Manilow here with us this morning. It's fantastic. Hey, but now so many of you have been calling and you're so curious about why we've switched formats. Here's Mike President. Goof LaPoof. Explain to you why we've changed formats this morning.
Good morning. Many of you are waking up to the new sound of WWDC and wondering what is going on. As you all well know, we are in a recession. In this very troubled economic time, we here at WWDC are going after a lot of money. And we need more money. More profits. It's what we call Megabucks Radio. Howard Stern, Dave Brown, Bill Scanlon, Commander McKay, Howard Page. These guys are all screaming for raises. And in these times of inflation and recession, they deserve them. We ask you to support the new WWDC. You will not be disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you, General Manager Goof LaPoof. Hey, he's great, isn't he? Hey, good job. He doesn't sound too bad on the air either.
Yeah, I'm doing this shit.
Absolutely. It's 12 about 8 o'clock here at the new WWDC DC 101. Hey, guess what special record I got for all you this morning?
What?
You're all going to go nuts. Miss Diana Ross.
Ow!
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
She's the queen.
she is the queen. She is special. Come on. Cards out. All right. off.
Upside down,
Yeah.
Absolutely, I love her. There she is, Miss Diana Ross. We're teasing you this morning. We're going to finish the rest of that record after your newscast.
Oh.
Well, that's right. That's the way to tease this audience. They want Diana so bad that they're going to have to wait. Hey, telegrams are coming in from all over America. People all over America excited by the new sound of WWDC, and I just want to say thank you. Look at this, Mr. Lawrence Wells. Okie dokie, baby, don't lose your cool. Love Lawrence. Hey, I love it. Hey, he's crazy. I mean, he's absolutely out of his mind. We're going to be taking some other box phone calls at 432-1101. Isn't that exciting?
Let me tell you.
Hey, we've changed formats, but that doesn't mean we've lost our minds. We're going to be doing lots of giveaways this morning. We're going to be spinning a record backwards for prizes.
Oh, right.
Absolutely. Hey, we're going to keep the good things from the old radio station and bring them over to the new radio station.
And we're going to get even better because we care.
We cared about you. That's right. Before we didn't. Now we do. Hey, listen, a lot of you out there probably use camera equipment. Isn't that right?
That's absolutely right.
Isn't that right, honey?
Hey.
If you use 35mm Kodacolor film, Congressional Photo has a great money-saving news idea for you. Isn't that exciting?
A news idea.
A news idea. The hell kind of copy is this? I'll tell you something. Things don't change around here even when you did change format.
I think that was a new idea.
Look at this. Another telegram. Mariel Hemingway. Thanks, hon. She says here, Big Gipper, I'd shave my eyebrows for you.
Oh,
I love you, honey.
what a sweet sentiment.
Never mind that. Let's get back to Congressional Photo. Hey, Congressional Photo, they're your friends, they're your buddies, they're your pals, they're the best thing that's ever happened in terms of photographic equipment.
Okay.
That's right. Of course. A horse is a horse. Of course. You'll get 37% larger color prints, quality color processing from Kodak. Oh, it's the best. Go over to Congressional Photo, 21st Street, 209 Pennsylvania Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. Oh, excuse me, that's not 21st Street. That's offer expires April 21st.
Big Gipper, you're something.
Big Gipper's an idiot. Let's get that straight again. Congressional Photo, 209 Pennsylvania Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. Walk up one flight and say, and tell them Big Gipper sent you, will you? Would you do that for me? I think you could do that for me. Can you say Big Gipper? Sure, I knew that you could. The crazy Mr. Rivers. Okay, 7:53 at the new WWDC. Thank you, Mr. Commercial. Okay, 7:54, 6 minutes in front of 8 o'clock, Big Gipper here. Big Gipper's going to be calling his wife soon.
Oh,
That's right, Big Gipper's got big news.
is there a big announcement about a little bundle?
Well, let's just say that Big Gipper will be revealing something to all of you, all his friends, in just a few minutes.
I can't wait.
Big Gipper is ready.
I can't wait. This is going to be so exciting.
Big Gipper really is a big Gipper. And a real man. And he'll prove it to you this morning. Hey, we're being nice to you this morning. We're being friendly to you because it's the new WWDC. How are you? Hey, being mean, there's no money in it. Spoke to my agent just the other day about it. She says, hey, man, get nice, get funky, get crazy. He was right, absolutely. Hey, there's more money to be made being nice. I'll tell you that much. Hey, and look at all the friendly phone calls we're getting this morning.
That's right.
It's unbelievable. It's just unreal. Hi, Big Gipper! Hey, Big Gipper, what's it doing? How are ya? Pretty good. Hey, good to speak to you, pal. All right. Hey, great. What great news do you have for us this morning? Well, the temperature is great outside in the park. Hey, that's nice. It's a nice day in the park. What are you, a bag lady? No, bag gentleman. Bag gentleman, that's good. Hey, you're quick. I like that. Hey, thanks for calling Big Dipper and complimenting us on our new format, okay? Huh? Okay. So long. Hey, another unsolicited testimony. Give that man a $5. So tell me, what's going on?
Well, Big, President Reagan got the opportunity to refute perceptions that he's a rich man's president last night at a news conference. He said nothing hurts him more than to know how many Americans are standing in unemployment lines or who are flat broke because their businesses have failed.
Hey, Big Gipper just wants to say the unemployed people of this world are just jealous of our president because he has a job. And you unemployed people should stop moaning and groaning and be a little bit more positive. And that's all the Big Gipper has to say about it.
But the president is still upset about all those people on food stamps, Big, who are buying unauthorized products with them. And if his administration has its way, every poor person on food stamps will walk around with a computer in his or her pocket.
Well, Big Dipper agrees with the president when he says all poor people should be sterilized. I agree with that one. I think most good Americans would agree.
The Department of Agriculture wants to distribute smart cards with microcomputers inside so that each time a poor person uses his food stamps card, their complete history would be available. That way, you could always know who you were talking to and what their benefits were and all that stuff. And also, they'll be issued a password. So if they give their card to somebody else who's unauthorized to use it and they give the wrong code word, then the smart card will self-destruct.
Big Dipper likes that idea.
That'll show 'em.
Absolutely.
White House Press Secretary Jim Brady is in good condition today.
Hey, that's good news.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He was readmitted to the hospital to undergo treatment for an inflamed vein in his left leg on Tuesday. Brady is still recuperating from wounds he received in that attack on the president last year, but his current problems have nothing to do with his mental rehabilitation.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up, and I hope that everybody is listening to the new WWDC will send the Get Well card
That's right.
over to Mr. Jim Brady at the hospital.
A jury has finally been picked to try the Reverend Some Young Moon
Go.
tax evasion charges in New York. They wound up limiting their selections to people who don't read much, talk much, or know much, because those are the only people most likely to not have read or learned much about the leader of the Unification Church or his followers, the Moonies.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
General Motors workers are about to start voting on that new contract agreed upon by the nation's #1 automaker and the Auto Workers Union. That pact, which will net to GM about $3 billion in givebacks in exchange for job security, is expected to win approval. And a coalition of leading conservation groups has launched its first attack against the president, Big. They say President Reagan's policies have opened the door to the rape of America's land.
Hey, Big doesn't want to hear the word rape on this radio station.
That's what they said.
I'm sorry, darling. I think that you should use a little bit more discretion if you don't mind me arguing with you here a little bit.
Big, darling, I can't censor the news.
I'm sorry. You know, every good American knows the news must be censored when it comes to words like rape. Rape is not a funny word.
Oh.
Big doesn't like that. You know, there's some young children listening, probably very few this morning after they heard the music we're playing. But, you know, hey, Big knows that all you adults as well are very upset about the word rape. And I will personally chastise Robin Quivers after the newscast. In fact, she'll receive a spanking in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Hey, you deserve it. You get it. The Big gives it to Robin.
Oh. Well, and the weather today is going to be really pretty outside. And we'll have a high of about 70 degrees, and it's 52 degrees right now at 7:59.
Sweetheart, dive the spanky pool on green white. That's right, honey. I'm here out into the Big Dipper.
Keep finding how you live with the house is bound. WWDC is in the air all around the south. WWDC. Have a long, when it's wrong, you'll cry a little word for you. You watch boards and empty things to do. Just in the tune, we're double.
Absolutely. Big Dipper continuing that fantastic Diana Ross record that we interrupted. Hey, she's crazy. She's the best. You say, oh, yeah, it's great. Well, love guitar, Diana Ross at the bank. Dipper. Yeah, baby, you can sing. You can dance. Yeah. But with the Big Dipper, you don't have a chance. That little rhyme. Minute past 8 o'clock, WWDC, FM, Washington. Hey, we're just about to be visited by the Bee Gees here at the great radio station, WWDC. With the new sound, the new funky sound, we're going to be calling my wife with some big news this morning with the Big Dipper. How do you like that Victoria principal taking Andy Gibb and throwing him in the garbage? Isn't it sad? Big Dipper was deeply upset. Oh, how do you like that? Oh, yeah, still ready. I love the Bee Gees. I want to play another Bee Gees song for you because we got one with Bee Gees coming up for you next. They're fabulous, aren't they? Personal friends of the Big Dipper here. The WWDC. I'll tell you, I love them. Give me another one. Give me again. Give me another one. I love it. I love more and more Bee Gees here at WWDC. I know. radio station. Hey, Big Dipper here. Wow. Was that super or what? Absolutely. Hey, those Bee Gees are wild, and I hope they come out with a new album soon. Oh, they're the best. Hey, Big Dipper here with another one of those phone calls from you, our listeners. And we got one of the Bee Gees with a recorded message for us. Ain't that wild? Hey, how are ya?
I'm doing great.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, it's a nice day outside, huh?
Yeah, it is.
How'd you like our president last night? Was he wild or what?
I didn't understand it.
You didn't understand him? What's so hard?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Big Dipper's a big fan of the Dipper.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Well, forget it. I want to ask a question, man.
You want to ask a question? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because the Big Dipper will answer any questions you want. Sure, go ahead.
Okay, this new format you got.
Hey, yeah, how do you like it?
I think it stinks.
What?
Got the radio on while I listen to some rock and roll. And
Hey, wait a second, man. This is the new boss format in Washington, for God's sake.
well, I get dialed on to the features.
You don't like them? Hey, come on. Hey, no bad words about the Bee Gees this morning. You're boss. And they're boss, and they're on the boss station, DC. Wwdc.
Talking like that.
Excuse me?
Can't believe the Big Dipper talks like that.
Hey, the Big Dipper's with you. Hey, the Big Dipper's with you every morning. You don't have to worry anymore. Don't worry about nuclear war. You got the Big Dipper. As long as I'm around, you don't have to worry about it. I'll keep that president in line.
Yeah.
Is that it, pal?
I just like knowing you. We're going to put more rock bands on there you go.
More rock bands. You better believe it. We got a dinosaur twofer coming up this hour. Okay? Hey, that should please you.
Well,
Okay, take care. Good to speak to you. Big Dipper loves you. What a great guy. Intelligent, too. Big Dipper loves all of you. It's fantastic. Okay, let's hear from... We're going to hear from the Bee Gees? We're going to hear from the Bee Gees next. Right here at the new radio station, WWDC.
Something comes first.
Absolutely. Hey, how are you? Hey, this is the Big Dipper on the new WWDC. But you can call me Big. Hey, look at this. One of the Bee Gees sent over a recorded announcement. Isn't it nice? To thank us for the new WWDC. Hey, I am just truly touched.
No, Mary, this is orange camp. I can turn nuts at time I walk home. Lord, how I care about, who I want on
Fantastic! Did you hear that? Oh boy, those Bee Gees, good friends of the Dipper. Hey, we're having a great time this morning, are we? Hey, so many of you kids have been calling up and thanking us for the new music here at WWDC. Hey, how would you like to hear Stairway to Heaven?
No.
You don't want to hear Stairway to Heaven. How would you like to hear Stairway to Heaven?
I'd love to.
You'd love to hear Stairway to Heaven?
Sure.
I got it for you. Mr. Neil Sedaka doing Stairway to Heaven.
Great song.
Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And Buffy the Fairy and always like talking and it's always up and you're gonna have to pay that still along in a lot. I want to feel like I'm playing to win the point went at the wall and when you look to him, you're in for you in another.
Was he fantastic or what? He's the best. He's out of his mind, isn't he? I love him. He's the greatest. I'm having a good time here at the new WWDC. I'll tell you, I love it. I think you should too. 15 past 8 o'clock. It's going to be a wonderful day today. And I love wonderful days. And this is the Big Dipper. You know, we've changed formats this morning. It's fantastic. Telegrams coming in from all over the country. People just thrilled with all this. Are you thrilled? Yeah. Hey, you love it, don't you? Big Dipper here. Hey, we're having a lot of fun.
Hate it.
Yeah. Hey, watch your mouth, Ted. Gee whiz, imagine somebody hating this. Huh. You've got to be out of your mind. Huh. Obviously, just one person's opinion. There's so many people out there who are appreciating this show this morning. I know it. You better believe it. You can depend on us. Who else can you depend on? For God's sake. Hey, don't you love the monkeys? Don't you miss the monkeys?
I miss the monkey.
I know I do, baby. Oh,
Where are they now?
right here. Wait a second. Oh, we stepped all over the music.
Oh, we're not supposed to do that.
Big Dipper knows you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to talk right up to the beginning of the song.
That's right.
That's right. I'm supposed to step on the vocal, you understand? Here we go again. Let's try it again. Big Dipper having a good time with the monkeys this morning over here at WWDC. And you know something? We all could be daydream believers if we just believed a little bit more in our dreams.
I could
There, I did it.
the wind.
Sleepy Dream. Or Gene, or whatever the heck your name is. Big Dipper doesn't know the words, but Big Dipper isn't a singer. She's a disc jockey. And a boss disc jockey and your friend. You won't hear anything negative on this radio station. No way. We're just having a real good time. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Thank you. Look who just stopped in, the monkeys. How are you, monkeys?
Hey, how are you? How are you this morning? How are you this morning?
Good to see the monkeys. Mr. David Joe dropping it.
It's right, it's David Jones. How are you?
How are ya? Big Dipper with all the stars this morning to kick off the new format. It's great to see you, pal.
Hey, it's nice to be back where people notice me again. It's been such a while.
Absolutely. The Big Dipper doesn't forget his friends. I wanted to say something.
Yeah,
The Rolling Stones were recently in Washington.
yeah,
I remember the Beatles.
yeah.
You guys were geniuses and you had it all over them. And Big Dipper saying that sincerely. I love you.
But actually, I was the one who wrote for 19th Nervous Breakdown. I gave it to Keith Richards. He stopped mine.
The monkeys never did get quite the credit that they deserve. You know something, David? Why don't you play a little something there on your guitar? Oh, come on. Something to the Big Dipper. Go ahead. Hey, you mind if the Big Dipper sings along with you? All right, monkeys. And so why don't you sing like glue, and I'll meet you at the station. And get a ticket and a reservation at DC 101. DC 101. And I don't appreciate you going on. But DC 101. Don't me call it as a kid like that. We can hear out. I'll tell you down like that. Hey, fine sad, but hey, maybe you want to hit some cold with me? Let me know. I love it. Big Dipper loves ya. Big Dipper loves ya this morning. How are ya?
Oh, I'm fine. What are you doing?
Excuse me? Hey, it's the Big Dipper here.
What happened to your old format? It was fine.
Well, hey, times are tough, and, that music, that rock and roll music just wasn't going over that much, and the station decided to switch to an oldies format. And Big Dipper, formerly Howard Stern, went right along with it.
It stinks.
Excuse me?
I think it stinks.
Hey, come on, you don't have to see. You could give it a chance, lady.
Well, I liked the old format. It was great. I listened to you every morning. It took a while, but I listened to you every morning.
You did? No, you don't like it, huh?
I don't like it.
Hey, but you're probably the only person out there who doesn't like it. So many people have called me and said, Big Dipper, this is the best move the station ever made.
Now, Howard, or Dipper, or whoever you
You call me Dip.
I have heard.
Yep. Hey, Dip, could you please say Dip? Dip.
I have heard your comments, and they aren't good.
Excuse me?
I said I've heard your comments, and they're not good. I've heard people saying it stinks.
Who said it stinks?
Your last couple of callers.
Oh, what do they know? They're just some young kids. Madam, you're older. How old are you?
20.
Big Dipper loves 20-year-old women. And Big Dipper knows that you're going to love this.
Not if it persists.
How about if we give you some money?
I don't think so.
Can we give you some cash? Oh, would that make you listen? Then you'll love Big Dipper.
Pay me to listen to your station if you don't keep this up.
Honey, come on, honey. Wait till you hear the new sounds on the new WWDC. Let me just tell you what we're going to be playing this hour. Can you listen to this?
Okay.
By the way, you seem like a very intelligent woman. Where'd you go to school?
Well, I'm in community college school.
You're in community college, PG community college, I bet, right?
No, Northern Virginia.
Northern Virginia, yeah. Okay, we're going to be playing some Kenny Rogers, some Michael Johnson, some Chic. Boogie, oogie, oogie, hey, that crazy song. And some of the great tunes you'll be hearing are Bread, You Must Like Them, The Brothers Johnson, and Let's Get Serious from Jermaine Jackson, a personal friend of the Gibbs. Okay? How's it sound to you?
Well, if you like mellow music or disco, fine.
Yeah, we love it here at the new WWDC. And
We don't.
hey, you're just the only person who doesn't like it.
No.
Robin likes it.
I certainly do.
It's a big improvement, and the gift knows it. And he's not just saying that because he's paid to say it. I mean it sincerely. Absolutely. I really do. And I think you know I'm sincere. You know the gift is.
I'd like to get some rock and roll.
Hey, honey, this is rock and roll. We're going to play some rock and roll. We're going to get some of that Neil Sedaka on. Don't break my heart. Because breaking up is hard to do. That's rock. Big Gip loves you, honey. Just give us a chance, all right?
All right.
Okay, baby. Don't ever change. Hey, she's a bright woman, isn't she?
She was excellent. Just the kind of people we want to listen.
Absolutely. Don't want to lose the likes of her. No way. Hey, I promised you we'd call my wife, and I think it's that time to do it.
Is it that
Let
time?
the Big Gip get his wife on the phone for you right now.
Okay.
Big Gip is calling Mrs. Big Gip. She's changed her name as well. What a da-da! It's a great day for having some fun. Whoops, I'm sorry. I forgot to hit the belch button. That's the old girl. We don't do that anymore. Let's call Mrs. Gip. Mrs. Gipper, not answering the phone this morning. Hey, Mrs. Gip, can you come on the air with us for a second? Wait, come on the air for a second. Okay, hold on. Here she comes. Here she comes. Mrs. Gip? Hello, Mrs. Gip?
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm fine.
That's great. Hey, did you know we changed format?
Yeah, I know. Hear it.
What?
I can't believe it.
Doesn't it sound great, honey?
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Is that a rubber duck?
Yeah, I got a rubber duck here. Isn't that fun? Hey, Mrs. Gip, do you mind if I announce the big news to everybody?
No, please don't.
Come on, Mrs. Gip. Don't be shy.
No.
Hey, this is the happy station. You don't want us fighting here on the air, do you?
I don't want you to say anything.
Well, I'm going to say something
I
anyway.
don't think it's time.
Mrs. Gip, Mrs. Big Gipper, Mrs. BG.
Listen, Pip, please don't say anything. If you want to have a nice day, you won't.
Honey, every day is a nice day at the new WWDC. And I think that the audience needs some good news this morning. Everybody's making good news. Paul Anka was in here this morning. Mr. Barry Manilow is here. I think that Mrs. Gip ought to be big about this and make the big announcement.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Mrs. Gip,
What?
this is Mr. Gip, the head of the household. The man who brings home the bacon.
I like bacon.
You know, I'm blowing my horn this morning for a reason, honey. I promised these people a big announcement, and you're not letting me make it. I don't want to choke your... I don't want to become angry on the air. I'm trying to remain positive, honey. Mrs. Gip.
Yeah.
What's your honey?
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you know how I feel about this.
Guilt, huh? Not going to let me make the big announcement.
No, guilt, Pip.
I felt the Gip. Okay, I will make the big announcement about you know what?
Okay. Can I trust you?
Yes, you can trust me. I won't make the big announcement.
You have the best touch.
Absolutely. Hey, have a good day, Mr. Gip.
Thank you.
I love you, baby. Don't ever change. She's the best, isn't she?
There she is.
She's out of her mind.
With the holidays that felt so absolutely. For years it is being 1260.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. I love it. Hey, I hope you got some good news for us this morning, darling.
Well, it's time for showbiz news, Big.
Oh, Big Gipper loves showbiz news.
All right. Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore, old MTM.
That's right.
That's right.
She's returning to television. Great. What an announcement.
Great news.
She'll return to the network that made her famous, CBS, and she'll receive $100,000 per episode for a new fall show.
Wow, Big Gip said she deserves it.
She certainly does.
Absolutely. The woman is an incredible talent.
In this new series, Mary plays a Broadway producer, and you know not everybody can do that.
Absolutely.
And she'll sing and dance on the show.
Great pair of legs on that Mary Tyler Moore.
Isn't that a
It's just
brilliant idea?
absolutely great idea.
I mean, the woman is phenomenal. She's so unique.
Oh, absolutely.
A real
Absolutely.
talent. And
Absolutely.
A great person. I'm so glad she's returning to us on television to do a weekly series. She didn't have to do that.
Big Gip wants to make a special announcement to MTM. MTM, I think it's great. I love you. Give me a call.
Did you know that Vangelis, the man who just won an Academy Award for the music he provided for Chariots of Fire, can't read or write a note?
Sounds like most of the audience. Only kidding. Big Gip loves all of you.
And most of the music went out black. Right. He says, I don't like music, I blare. And he will behave through the nose for that music from now on.
Absolutely.
Little Gary Coleman, if you were sad note, Kip. Your little Gary Coleman is spending a week at UCLA Medical Center learning how to use a portable dialysis machine.
Not a funny story.
No. Gary received a kidney transplant 8 years ago, and it's become clear now that his body is rejecting that kidney. Dialysis will be necessary until he gets a new one. He's expected to return to the set of Different Strokes next Monday.
I'll say best of luck to you. Absolutely.
To get well soon. Connie Francis,
Yep.
she's writing a book about her life.
Absolutely should.
She's on the comeback trail now, as you know, in her singing career.
Incredible talent.
Yes, and her autobiography will be titled On Me Again. And it will
Great title.
zero in on the problems of the past decade. Of course, I can't tell you what those problems have been because we don't want to offend anybody anymore.
Yep. She had sex with a man against her will.
That's true. That's an excellent way to put it.
Just don't say rape.
Yes, I won't. I remember I'm having trouble with my sit-down right now.
This is a family show now.
That book is due out next year, and I'm sure we'll all be waiting for it because we're big fans of Connie Francis.
Big Gipper, big fan.
That's right. In local news, PG County Executive Larry Hogan says, Big Gipper.
All my belts. Hey, sorry, no bodily noises on the air.
That's right.
You won't hear that anymore.
PG County Executive Larry Hogan says the new priority is public safety. And
He's a good man.
Yes, his new 1983 budget earmarks more money for firefighters, police, and corrections services. He's cutting the education budget because right now protection is more important. The money collected from higher property taxes he'll also propose will also be poured into public safety. And local authorities will also be on the lookout today for anyone who forgot to renew their license tags in Maryland or the district. Keep your car off the road if you fall in this category. Mostly sunny and breezy today with a high of about 70, and right now it's 56 beautiful degrees outside. At 8:33, I'm Robin Quivers on DC 101.
Sweetheart, what is the best present your Big Gipper could give you?
The best present my Big Gipper could give me?
Absolutely.
Doing
What's
what?
the best present your Big Gipper could give you?
Money.
Well, I can't give you money, darling, but I can give you Miss Diana Ross one more time. Absolutely, your Big Gipper loves Diana. Personal relationship with the lovely Diana. And you know something? This is a sweet song from Miss Diana Ross, who I met at a party one night. And she said to me, Big Gip, you are the best. So I said, darling, you don't have to say that. You don't have to tell the Big Gip that at all. No, not at all. The Big Gip loves each and every one of me especially. Absolutely. She's the best, and she rocks out. Yeah, first girlfriend of mine, Diana Ross. This Diana Ross is one of the best singers around, and one of the most beautiful people I have ever met. She says to me the other day, Big Gip, you are one of the nuttiest and craziest guys. How can I be more like you? I said, Diana, darling, I don't think anybody could really imitate the Big Gip. I said, the Big Gip's got his own style and his own sort of way of thinking. And everybody has to be themselves. I think that's the message for this morning. Big Gipper wants you to know that he's thinking of you, loving you, and you gotta be yourself. Or let yourself be. I love it. Hey, we're having a great time. We will not be hearing from God this morning. Absolutely not. The man is a juvenile. I thought the whole idea of a God weather forecast was offensive to the church, and I don't want to see it anymore. I hope you all agree with me. Do you? Good. Let's stand up for America and cheer this morning with a Big Gipper on the new WWDC. Hey, Big Gip forgot to tell you a few things in his excitement this morning over the new format. I just forgot to tell you about... Oh, Big Gip feels so stupid this morning. I could just about choke myself. As a matter of fact, Big Gip will do that for you right now. Only joking. Let me tell you that I forgot to tell you about the Schlitz products. The Schlitz products are distributed locally by the American Sales Company. Fortunately, there'll be no God weather forecast. None of that nonsense going on this morning, I'll tell you right. Uh-oh. And I said no God weather forecast.
Hello, Howard.
It's a big yes.
Is God.
Yeah, it's big yes.
Today the weather will be.
God, excuse me, we've changed formats on the radio station, and we won't exactly be needing you anymore. We don't require your services. God, I'm sorry. Big Gip can't help you.
What is Howard? Let me get this straight. You don't require my services anymore.
Well, that's right. We've become more adult, more sophisticated, more self-aware.
Well, that's the thanks I get one you. And so next week I'll show you.
Hey, no need to choke. Oh, plenty. Hey, this is
I'll do your middle.
I can't read. Come on. Keep singing show.
Cut off your air supplies for a while.
You'll be playing your supply.
I will make it one today. This is God on TV one alive.
You got some nerve choking the Big Gip. You owl. Oh, I love it, the Bee Gees. And Yvonne Elliman together, singing that fantastic song, If I Can't Have You, I Want Nobody Else. But the Big Gip, the Big Gip loves you. If you love I Can't Have You, it's fantastic. From wherever and Orange. Absolutely, I will. Fantastic. Hey, a very special moment now. One of the special moments of this program on the new WWDC. Big Gipper goes to his phones and gets some requests. I understand you want to make a request.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to hear, son?
I'd like to hear some Telegram Dick. Purple Haze.
Oh, wait a second. Have you been listening to the Big Gip this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Big Gipper wants you to know that, Jimi Hendrix, you're not following along, in other words, Jermaine Jackson, perhaps?
No, not quite.
Hmm.
So I haven't on it all for about half an hour.
You've been listening a while. Well, you don't understand. Why don't you just say, like, Bee Gees or Chic or something, okay? Let's start over again. Let me play the jingle and you come in and say, what?
Mushrooms for breakfast.
Excuse me?
Mushrooms for breakfast.
No, Big Gip doesn't eat mushrooms. Not good for you. I like to eat steak. Big Gip loves his meat. Nice big piece of meat. According to 9, Big Gip with you. Why don't you just say you want to hear, let's see, Eric Supply, All Out of Love, and I'll put it on for you.
That's Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner?
That
Are they dead? Leonard Skinner, we don't play y'all, Leonard Skinner. You don't understand. You're not following along here. You're supposed to, why don't you just say Air Supply?
you got about an hour and 15 minutes of show time with that. Couldn't you just play some straight rock and roll through?
Some straight rock and roll. I'm glad you asked us some straight rock and roll, because we got it for you right here at the new WWDC Air Supply. Get crazy. Come on, everybody. Get crazy with me. Come on. Big Dip. Big Dip. Hey, I love it. I love when you chant my name. It's great. Air Supply. Personal friends of the Big Dipper. How to do. WWDC. Hey, I think we heard enough of this. Hey, fantastic record. I love that intro. Give me some of that. Hey, now it's a special segment of the show that you've been waiting for. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. It's that time again. This is where we blow up a rock and roll record. That nasty rock and roll, you know it's bad for the soul. Here, remember these guys, Riders on the Storm? The Doors? Filthy trash, I'll tell you that. All I know is they're thinking of making a movie about this group. I think it's disgusting, personally. Why don't they make a movie about Air Supply, for God's sake? That's good music. Big Gift loves them. All right, you ready to blow up this record? Here we go. Absolutely, more Air Supply. Come on. Big Gift knows you love Air Supply. That's why he's giving it to you this morning on the Big Gipper Show.
Where the hack is found, www.3 it's in the air, all about the sound. Wwdc.
Yeah.
Sing along, you'll find a little work that maybe we're in Washington.
I love it. I love you. Big Gift loves you. You're fantastic. Hey, is it a wild day or what? Are you enjoying the show? Isn't it great? Did you hear the Slim Whitman tuple we did earlier this morning? Hey, we want you to tune in this morning at noon for the Slim Whitman Break. That's right, with your host, Dave Brown. Slim Whitman all hour long with Mr. Dave Brown. He'll be rolling the dice to determine how many Slim Whitman songs he'll be playing in a row. Also tonight with Commander McKay, Montevani Hour. I can't wait for that. It's going to be great. Something so up and easy for your listening pleasure. This evening with Commander. Isn't he great? Isn't he wild? I think he's going to have to change his name, though, from Commander. I'm sure of that for sure. For sure. How do you like my grabber this morning? The Big Gift doesn't have it. Hey, how are ya?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, looking forward to the Montevani Hour tonight?
Yes, I am. I really like them. I look to really get to that format.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to hear you calling this morning and complimenting the Big Gift on his new program.
I love your format.
You know, I was a little bit nervous this morning when I walked in, coming on with a new format and such. And so many people said to me, maybe the audience won't like it, but it's people like you, your sincerity.
Right.
Just so beautiful.
That's it.
I think you're fantastic. Big Gift loves you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Okay.
This is Big Gift loves everybody. He's not Big Gift's a real man, and he's not afraid to kiss another man. Did you know that?
That was good, too.
Yeah, I like it. Come on, throw it back. Big Gift, yeah, Big Gift loves you. He even loves the guys in his audience, but he especially loves the girls, especially you 20-year-old girls with measurements 38, 24, 36. Call the Big Gift on the Big Gift hotline. Big Gift needs some outside entertainment. It's not easy acting like a jerk all day long. How are ya, Robin?
I'm fine, Deb.
Big Gift's happy to see you. Big Gift's always happy to see you.
Well, that's good.
You look real nice this morning. 8:51 with the Big Gift. 9 minutes from 9 o'clock. How are ya? How are each and every one of y'all? I love to hear you say, okay, Big Gift. Look at that. Okay, just calm down. Big Gift's kid party this morning. How are ya? Look, all these little children, aren't they great?
They're beautiful.
Come on up on my knee here, little darling. That's it, come on. Big Gift's gonna bounce you. Come on, huh? Whoa. You fell down. It's terrible. Hey, sorry, honey. Oh, my goodness, right into the drum. Now, I love you. Okay, Big Gift's kids party going on this morning. Even the kids love Big Gift's new format. I'm the Big Gipper. This is Robin Quivers. What's going on there, darling?
Well, I want to talk to the kids right now, Deb.
Yeah, sure.
On the big Wwdc, we recognize how important it is to mold little minds.
Yeah, I wish the little mine would get out of here, you imbecile.
Come on, be nice.
It just sat on a jelly bean. Big Gift don't like that.
You have to set a good example.
Well, Big Gift loves kids.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, I'm going to tell you a story about a bad little boy, okay? And remember that this is not the kind of thing that the good little boys and girls who listen to WWDC do, okay?
That's right.
And we don't want you to do anything like this either.
Absolutely.
An 11-year-old Susanville, California boy pulled a revolver on his 5th grade teacher during class the other day.
That's not right.
That's right, and he didn't run out of the classroom until after the gun had misfired.
Big Gift doesn't like to hear this.
But later he did return to school and surrender the gun to the school principal.
Hell, Big Gift would like to send out a personal message to this little boy. You can't take guns to school. Can't threaten teachers with guns. You know, the world has got to be a better place.
That's right.
Big Gift wants you to know that. The kids will listen to the Big Gipper.
Yes, that was definitely not the kind of thing WWDC good guys would want you to do.
That's right. WWDC good guys will love you.
And remember, we're the ones who wear the white hats.
That's right.
That's right. You know, run off to school and make us proud.
Absolutely. Big Gip agrees with everything that Robin just said.
All right.
Ditto, ditto, and more ditto.
President Reagan says we have to even the score with the Soviet Union before we can negotiate a freeze on nuclear weapons.
And he's right.
That's right.
Big Gip wanted to just say that.
The president said there's a window of vulnerability between our nuclear stockpiles and theirs, so we have to take care of that first. But he did extend an invitation to the Soviets to join us in negotiations to make a breakthrough for lasting peace and a reduction of nuclear arms. But the word from Moscow is that Leonid Brezhnev, the Soviet leader, is in the hospital. The Soviet Foreign Ministry, however, refuses to confirm or deny these reports. Jim Brady, the White House press secretary, readmitted to GW University Hospital the other day, is in good condition today. Brady was readmitted because of an inflamed vein in his leg. Doctors have still not determined how long he'll have to stay there.
Big Gip is sorry to hear that news.
That's right.
Absolutely, and I just want to say hi to all my friends out there again. They said, look out, the Big Gip was here.
Yeah. But get well wishes go out to Jim Brady today.
Absolutely. Get better. We hope you feel better. Thank you.
And it's time for General Motors auto workers to vote on a new contract with the big car maker. The new contract gives back about $3 billion worth of concessions to the company in exchange for job security. It's expected that that contract will get approved by the auto worker.
Absolutely. Only in America could you have a vote like that.
Really?
Not the Soviet Union. Just wanted to say that.
It's going to be a beautiful day out there today, Gip. Sunny, but a little bit breezy, but with a high of 70 degrees. So get out there and enjoy it. Right now it's 56 degrees at 8:57. I'm Robin Quivers on DC 101.
And the Gipper loves ya, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Do you want to hear it? Don't you love it?
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. I know it. Our house is a really, really good. Gipper loves this song. Hey, stop the music. Big Gip has a big announcement here. Stop the music. I don't know about you, but I was depressed by that song. Big Gip didn't like that song. Absolutely not. Hey, it was bumming me right out. You know, we want a happy radio station. Wwdc FM Washington with the Big Gipper Howard Stern. Hey, you know, this new format is terrific, isn't it? Hey, I mean, it's fantastic. I'll tell you though, but that song was depressing me. Can't have any depressing songs this morning. Let's go over to Mr. Barry Manilow for giving us so much, because he writes the songs. Yes, he writes those songs, this crazy wild song. And I want to thank Mr. Barry Manilow personally for giving us a great song. It's the Big Gip. Ladies and gentlemen, the Big Gip is honored to be visited this morning by Mr. Barry Manilow to help us kick off this brand new format at WWDC. How are you, Barry?
Yeah. Lucky. I think.
Am I speaking up there, Barry? You know, people can't hear you so much.
Oh, okay. I just love the new format. I can't get over the fact that WWDC is now playing my music and I write the songs, and I'm glad to see that you're playing.
Absolutely. You write the songs and make the whole world sing, Barry, and we want to thank you for that, okay?
I'd like to thank you in my own special way.
Absolutely, honey. Okay, listen, Barry, with the armchair, why don't you answer some phone calls for us, all right? Will that be kind of fun on the new WWDC? Hi, the new WWDC. How are ya? This is Big Gipper.
And what to do is really rock here.
Hey, didn't Big Gipper say no negativity about our new format?
Oh, come on, man, putting down rock and roll.
Hey, the Big Gipper loves you. And for you to call the Big Gipper and insult him is terrible, I just think.
Well, you do is pretty terrible myself, man.
Hey, let's discuss this like two rational human beings. You know, Big Gipper wants you to know that he loves you. And the Big Gipper's always out for you. You know that? Did you know that? Can you say Big Gipper?
What?
Can you say Big Gipper?
Oh, man, I really don't feel like it.
You don't feel like it. What's the matter? Don't you like Mr. Barry Manilow? Barry, say hi to this young man. What's your name, sir? What?
I want to play rock and roll.
Barry, why don't you play some of them? The young man wants to know why you don't play rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
And with the Copacabana, that's rock and roll.
Yeah, you ever hear that song? Copacabana. It's the cover.
ACDC's doing a cover version.
Is that right? Yeah, ACDC is going to be putting out Copacabana there. So there you go, Mr. Dianello. This is rock and roll.
Hey, man, I'll say this much, man. I'm ashamed to have a DC-101 bump stick on my car.
Hey, son, don't be ashamed of WWDC. You know, the new WWDC loves you very much. Young man hung up. Must have been a little upset, Barry. Can't understand that.
I'd like to take his car, though, if he wants to get rid of it.
Yeah, why don't you just keep the bumper sticker, sir? We'll take your car. Oh, I tell you, that's great.
And people don't think I have a cup of fume.
Absolutely, it's crazy. 6 past 9 o'clock with the Big Gipper. How are you? Are you okay? I love you too. Hey, you ladies out there, and you, Barry, have you had the desire to wear sexy lingerie?
I do it all the time.
Absolutely. Now, you know, you've got to say to yourself, where can a guy or gal go for sexy lingerie?
Actually, in Washington, I'm new to the area.
Especially in Washington. Where do you go? Where do you go for that sexy lingerie? Where do you go for those satin sheets? Where do you go for silk stockings? Where do you go?
Well, there's a place in New York that I always come on.
Well, this is Washington.
I know. I'm so confused.
You go to Night Dreams, the exotic boutique. That's right. Night Dreams. You can get bath accessories, man-nested yoga, swimwear, massage oil. So we, huh, Barry? I love it. Oh, they also have fashion shows and men's nights over at Night Dreams. Night Dreams, if you're trying to wake it up to your wife and she looks like an old hag, take her to Night Dreams and dress her up in something sexy, not a little bikini satin sheets. There's no such thing as bikini satin sheets.
I don't think so.
I don't even know if you can say bikini satin sheets on the new WWDC sheet lingerie.
I think your color would be blue. I think you look nice in a blue nightie.
Anyway, go to 8381 Leesburg Pike, Route 7, in Tyson's Corner. Just tell them the Big Dipper sent you. Take exit 10W off the Beltway, and Night Dreams is just past Tyson's Corner Mall and the Pike Chevron Plaza Mall. It's kind of hidden behind the bank, but it's well worth looking for. Night Dreams. Good friends, where good people go for dirty clothing.
Vincent Canby of the New York Times calls Victor Victoria an unqualified hit. It's Blake Edwards' hawk-eyed, crowning achievement. Julie Andrews is at peak form. James Garner makes a splendid straight man. Victor Victoria is so good, so exhilarating that Victor Edwards is going to have a terrible time trying to top it. Wolf Edwards' Victor Victoria, released through UNGM United Artists Distribution and Marketing. Rated BP, parental guidance suggested.
Okay, that starts tomorrow at selected area theaters. Check newspaper directory for showtime. This is the Big Gip, and I love you so much. Hey, wait a second. Beaver, wait a second. Garter Glenbuck. You go, wait a second. Don't cat tape. Sound bad tape. I told you, no beaver breaks. No more. Not on the new WWDC. That was juvenile and infantile.
Wait a minute. I got to make it play our show.
Who are you, sir?
Let me steal on, but you can call me Beaver.
Beaver, no. No more beaver breaks here on this radio station's juvenile with the new WWDC. I'm sorry, son. Get out of here. The Big Gip. Hey, watch your language. The Big Gip.
Come on, man.
The Big Gipper doesn't like the... No. The Big Gipper never liked that feature anyway.
What do you do, Papa? Crooked teeth?
And get out of here, kid. Out.
What is it tipping?
Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't care about your mother. I'm playing Mr. Kenny Rock because the Gipper does not like the beaver. I think it was infantile or juvenile. Get out of here. I'm going to choke you to death. I'm going to choke you to death. Casey Kenny Rogers while I choke this little weasel. No, you wrecked on my foot, you little... Mr. Kenny Rogers. I love him. Big Gip loves you. A lot of you have been calling in at 432-1101, thanking us for the format change. The new WWDC. Big Gip is so happy to hear from each and every one of you. Hey, you know, Big Gip wants you to know that the vice president of the radio station is ready to speak out now and tell you why he changed the format of the radio station. He had a good reason. So here he is, the vice president of our radio station, General Manager Goop LaFoose, to tell you why We've switched formats. Goof.
Good morning. Many of you are waking up to the new sound of WWDC and wondering what is going on. As you all well know, we are in a recession. In this very troubled economic time, we here at WWDC are going after a lot of money. And we need more money. More profits. It's what we call Megabucks Radio. Howard Stern, Dave Brown, Bill Scanlon, Commander McKay, Howard Page. These guys are all screaming for raises. And in these times of inflation and recession, they deserve them. We ask you to support the new WWDC. You will not be disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you, General Manager Gooflefoo, for explaining it so well. He speaks well, doesn't he? Absolutely! Big Dipper loves him. Big Dipper loves Andrew Gold. Travel. Big Dipper loves your mother. Oh, and I got pictures to prove it.
I'm not the same as the same.
But you know, but it was straight out on the ball with a pedal tight up. I think it wouldn't get it. Grab them out all but by it. You can get back to the bay. I don't want to head. And you'll head back to the beat in a friend of me. I hate it. All small, what it could and what that.
Right. Is he beautiful or what? Mr. Andrew Gold with the Big Yipper here. So thrilled to be speaking to all of you, each and every one of you. Let's go over to our telephones. They call them the Big Yipper line. And let's hear how all of you love the new WWDC. How are ya?
Hello there.
It's Big Yipper.
Hello, Big Dipper.
Hey, you sound happy this morning. You must be pleased.
I'm so pleased about this format too.
Well, thank you, darling. You know, so many of us were concerned that Big Yipper's new act would not go over, but Big Yipper is pleased to see that you love the music.
Oh, as a member of the moral majority, I'd like to commend you for this big crew.
Absolutely. Did you notice that my voice is more pleasant, that my attitude is a lot better?
It certainly is.
I'm an influence on people that is positive. Did you notice that?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Can I hear anything? Absolutely?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I make a request.
A request, darling?
Me, please.
Absolutely.
By Debbie Boone or the Mills Brothers.
Anything by Debbie, but is she a doll or what?
Oh, she's fantastic.
And her dad, Pat Boone, did you see him on the Easter Shield telethon?
And he was wonderful. He's one of my all-time favorites.
Absolutely. You know, so many people say to me, Big Dipper, how come Pat Boone spanks his daughter Debbie? You know, and I have to say, hey, look, discipline is where it's at.
I quite agree.
You know, if I ever have kids, I plan to tie them up to the toilet seat and make sure they sit there all day if they don't eat all their dinner.
Oh, I'm so glad that you say that.
Yes, absolutely.
The Dipper, may I ask you a question? Are you still doing odd jobs?
Well, I'll tell you something. Not anymore. We're not doing any more of those juvenile antics. Now that the Big Dipper is doing adult radio, I just want to say that Big Dipper will be doing adult kinds of promotions.
Well, we do have an adult type of promotion here. He works in a physical therapy department and wonders if he'd like to come in and be a therapist for the day.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, darling. I don't have much time to do that, you know. I'll be quite honest with you. But Big Dipper does love you. And Big Dipper wants to know how much money is in it for him.
Yeah, there are 14 women in this department.
Yeah, look, how much money is in it for the Big Dipper? No, did you say no money, darling?
No money.
Big Dipper can't do it. I'm sorry, I'm busy that day. What did you say that was? Today? I have an appearance. I'll be doing some charity work. For the Big Dip Foundation.
Yeah, this is certainly true.
Sorry, we must have gotten disconnected. Because Big Dip loves to do things for free, but it's just today he's busy doing charity work.
What's in the air all about WWDC, baby, that's about along. Take a song, do you have a fine little work for you?
Big Dipper loves you.
And then it's the things you do.
WWDC. Absolutely. 22 past 9 o'clock. I wish I knew who all those people were in that commercial. You know. Hey, I love you. Hey, TV column fans. Got the Washington Post TV column here. I figured we'd go over it. A little TV update, huh? Hey, some of the things we should say from the old show, don't you think?
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
There were some good things in the old show. Don't let anybody fool you.
Absolutely. But so many enjoying the new Gipper, the Big Gipper. This is fantastic. Hey, just going over the TV page, a lot of exciting things are happening. Did you see what's going to happen on the news, the NBC News?
No.
Tom Brokaw, Roger Mudd, and Chancellor all together.
Oh, that old news.
Isn't that great? What an exciting idea to put Roger Mudd on a nightly newscast. Hey, I can barely wait for that. Big Gipper loves him.
Big Gipper, he's already on the nightly news.
Oh, gee, I hadn't noticed. Big Gipper apologizes to Roger Mudd if he's listening. Hey, I think that's a dynamic man, don't you?
His friends call him Muddy. Yeah.
Yeah, Muddy.
Muddy.
I know. Hey, he's a big talent. I'm glad to see that he finally got to be an anchor. Can't imagine why CBS didn't want him. Can't imagine why they hired Dan Rather over Roger Mudd. What a dumb move, I'll tell you. Hey, anyway, so good luck to you guys over there with that Channel 4 news. I know that's going to be exciting. We're all going to want to tune in each and every night. Well, did you see Cheryl Ladd last night?
And more than missed that.
Is she a talent or what?
Or what?
You know, a lot of people are probably watching that and saying, hey, Big Gipper, how can you say Cheryl Ladd is talented? How could you say that after she came out in those skimpy outfits and all we were doing is looking at her body? Not the case for the Big Gipper. I didn't even pay attention to the visuals. I just listened to that beautiful singing voice of hers. I'll tell you, she's got some talent.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Big Dipper's still looking for that talent. Big Dipper would like to invite him over to his place. Oh, God, what a show today, huh? I did a new format on WWDC. I love it.
It's revolutionary.
And you know something? The Big Dipper has become more adult. Less juvenile. Have you noticed?
I have noticed that.
That's why tonight I'll be watching The Grapes of Wrath.
Oh, right.
What a great movie.
Congratulations, Big Gip.
Oh, yeah, I'll be watching all that stuff. And later on, I'll be watching public television.
Good for you.
And I'll be making a generous contribution to their telethon.
All right.
Absolutely. Big Dipper.
Give you a standing ovation.
Thank you. No one to stand, darling.
What a change.
Thank you. Big Dipper loves you. Hope she never changed. Honey, what else is going on?
Well, details are sketchy right now, Big Gip, but DC fire officials are at the scene of the Canadian Embassy today, fighting a fire. The blaze broke out at about 8:16 this morning. It was brought under control in about 15 minutes. No injuries were reported from that blaze. The Canadian Embassy is on in the 1700 block of Massachusetts Avenue. Radio Moscow says President Reagan's nuclear weapons policy is not aimed at disarming us, but at giving the U.S. a decisive edge over the Soviet Union. Official Radio Moscow says Reagan will not negotiate with Moscow until after he finishes beefing up American strategic weapons. The president announced last night that he is for a nuclear arms freeze, but only after the U.S. arsenal is equal to that of the Soviet Union. Birth control pills and Valium may be a bad mix, a Tufts University researcher says. His studies show that women who take the pill may experience longer sedation when taking that tranquilizer. It appears that a hormone in the pill increases the time that Valium remains in the system. Teddy Pendergrass, the rhythm and blues singer severely injured in a car accident 2 weeks ago, has been cited by police for driving on a suspended license and with reckless driving. Pendergrass remains in the hospital paralyzed from the chest down as a result of that accident. And a jury has been picked to hear the testimony in the case against the Reverend Sun Young Moon in New York. Moon is accused of not reporting $150,000 on his income tax forms. Jury selection was made very carefully because much of the general population has a strong feeling about Moon, his followers, sometimes referred to as Moonies, and the Unification Church. In the weather today, look for sunny skies and breezy winds out there, with a high of about 70 degrees. Clear and cold tonight, the low in the 40s. Right now it's 56 degrees at 9:26. I'm Robin Quivers on DC 101.
Hold it. Big Gip has a special announcement. You know, so many of you called up and said, Howard, why don't you play something from some of the great black artists?
That's right.
Absolutely. Big Gip is not, I repeat, Big Gip is not a racist. That's why I have taken the liberty of digging out that oldies pile. Big Gip has gone into his stash of oldies and pulled out that marvelous blind man Stevie Wonder's record.
All right.
Am I a liberal? Do I love everybody? Big Gip loves everybody. I love you, Stevie. I love your face. Just don't move next door to me, you know what I'm saying? Big Gip, only joking. Hey, come on, everybody up and boogie with Big Gip on the new Wwdc. Hey, what are you doing there? What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, Big Dip, what are you doing? Wait a second, my name is Big Dip. How, Big Dip? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Brown just knocked my record off the air.
We didn't change formats. How weird.
Hey, wait a second, what are you telling me, you punk?
We're still rock and roll, man. What are you doing? What are we doing with all this music?
All this pop stuff, all this bubble. Wait a second, what do you say, Dave Brown, obviously? Are you saying the Big Dipper?
Yes?
Is doing the wrong thing this morning?
Yes.
Didn't our general manager say we were to change format?
It was just an April Fool's joke.
Wait a second, man.
Are you saying to me that I just made a fool out of myself for 4 hours? It was an April Fool's joke? You mean this Big Gip? What are you saying? Oh my God!
Give me a rock and roll record.
Give me it! Give me that! Ladies and gentlemen, I was just kidding around. It's an April Fool's joke. Doesn't this say I feel like a jerk?
Hey, I just want to apologize at this point. I did not know the station played a joke on me. Hey, I just want to apologize to everyone, okay? I want to apologize. Nobody there to apologize. I just want to apologize, all right?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I just want to apologize.
Go what?
I thought the station had really changed formats, and I was going along with it, and they were playing a joke on me.
It was a big joke.
Yeah, it was a joke on me.
I liked it.
They told me to come on the air because we had switched formats. You liked it?
I thought it was great. That we would do this. Beat the heck out of that with a big nose.
Hey, baby, you better watch yourself.
Hey, I got to apologize to everybody. I am really sorry. I am really sorry it was a joke they played on me. They told me to switch formats, I'd get more money. I didn't know. Okay?
Yeah, well, I thought it was all right.
All these people liked it. Hey, we gotta go back to that format. This is really strange. Wow. 9:35, 35 past 9 o'clock at DC 101. I feel like such a jerk this morning. I could really just shoot myself. I didn't know. I had no idea that this was an April Fool's joke. Hey, I can't believe this, man. I am so embarrassed this morning, all morning long. I don't know if you're just tuning in. I was playing these ridiculous records, man, of Barry Manilow. I thought the station had switched formats. I have to apologize. All right? Do you accept my apology?
No.
Thanks.
Think you're doing?
What do you mean, what do I think I'm doing?
I used one of my best excuses to stay home with you today and listen, and you sold me out.
No, man. It's April Fool's Day. I found out that the station was they left me a note that we'd switched formats.
Well,
I didn't know.
I want to stay home and listen to this crap all day.
Hey, what do you want from me, man? I didn't know. I think it's garbage, too. I didn't know.
I'm tired of it.
Me too, man. I join you, my brother.
Huh?
Jerk. An idiot.
Hi.
Listen, I'm sorry. I was the one that called through the video with the big nose glass. It was just an April Fool's joke.
Oh, I don't have a big nose.
No, you've got a beautiful nose.
Oh, thank you.
I just thought you deserved it for pulling that on me this morning. You really shocked me.
Oh, thanks, Stevie Wonder.
Huh?
If she thinks I got a beautiful nose, you must be Stevie Wonder.
No, I just, you really pulled a fast one on me, and I was, really shocked and disorientated, and I just don't know if I'm gonna make it through the thing.
All right, baby. Well, relax, okay? Get some massage oil. Hey, I apologize, man. I didn't know that they didn't switch formats.
Hello?
Isn't it great to apologize to you? I don't even know why I'm apologizing to you people. Forget it. Forget it. Here, I'll play more rock and roll. I'll make it up to you. What are you going to play? Your cars? cars. Think it over. Hey, it was a joke. I didn't know. It was a joke. See you. Here, think it over for you guys. Hey, think it over. The cars at DC 101. Oh, man, what a day. I made such a jerk out of myself on the air. And we got Today in Rock History coming up. It's 12 minutes in front of 10 o'clock at DC 101. Think it over, man. Think it all over. Hey, I promise you tomorrow I'll be in better health. I mean, what an idiot. Can't believe I acted like a fool all morning. Boy, was I fooled by April Fools. This station has some nerve. The DC 101 Rock stores at all 9 Penguin Feather locations continue to crank up the specials for you. While supplies last, you get a coupon good for a free burger and fries from any Virginia Lums location with any Rock store purchase. So check out the DC 101 Rock stores soon. 12. I said 12 o'clock. No, I said 12 in front of 10 o'clock is what I meant to say, DC 101. We got Today in Rock History, and the lovely and vivacious Robin Quivers will be coming in with the weather. First, let me tell you about Fram oil filters. Hey, you know, my day isn't complete unless I talk about Fram oil filters. A lot of people say, hey, Howard, you know, when you talk about a product on the air, you saying it for the money? Oh, no way, man. I just enjoy talking about dipsticks. That's right. I enjoy a good dipstick. Yeah. Boy, do I ever. The things you can do with that dipstick. Just think about it. Use your imagination. A lot of you get your hands dirty when you're using your dipstick, so why not get a new dip stripper? That's right. This handy gadget sticks right under the hood of your face, and it's always around when you need it. To get your free dipstick wiper, all you have to do is buy any Fram filter or set of Autolite spark plugs. So all you do it yourself is clean up your rack, see your Fram dealer today, and solve your problem of the dirty dipstick. Yo, it's easy. A free dip stripper from Fram. It's enough to make the guy start talking to himself. Or talk to Wayne at Diggs Auto Parts, 3808 34th Street in Mount Rainier, Maryland. Or Tommy. Yo, Tommy, at Champion Auto Parts, 3400 Sharp Street in Landover. 9:50. That means it's time for a commercial. 9:50, 10 in front of 10 o'clock at DFC 101. The weather for today. I guess the lovely Robin Quivers is not available for comment. So let me give you the weather. It's going to be nice today. Simple as that. Here's Today in Rock History at DC 101.